Come with me, just for a little while.
Yeah.
Let the sounds around you soften, the edges blur a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine we're stepping into a space woven from, I don't know, whispers and shadows. A landscape shaped by the language our deepest selves understand.
Okay.
We're going to explore that language today, the vocabulary of dreams and those feelings that just settle in our bones. And to guide us through this, well, often unseen territory, we have someone here who listens really closely to those inner murmurings.
It's a real privilege to be here. I believe that when we pay attention to the images that arise within us, they speak a truth.
A truth.
Yeah, a truth that our everyday thoughts sometimes obscure. It's less about, solving a puzzle,
Right.
and more about feeling the resonance of a symbol.
Yeah.
Really feeling it.
Okay, feeling it. So settle in, everyone, and let's begin with an image that has come forward. Standing before a door.
A door.
Yeah, not new, not modern, but old. You're still almost frozen, yet inside there's a tremor, a quiet shaking. What does this stillness and this door feel like to you?
Well, the stillness you described, that sense of an outer holding pattern while something stirs within, it's often the prelude, isn't it?
A prelude.
To confronting an inner world that feels weighty, substantial, an old door. It carries the echoes of time, doesn't it? What kind of stories do you imagine are, etched into its surface?
It feels like it has always been there and always will be. The paint is peeling, cracked, and underneath you can see hints of other colors. Layers that have been covered up.
Ah, layers.
It makes you wonder what has been hidden, what stories those layers could tell. And there's a light coming from underneath.
Okay.
A soft glow that doesn't reveal much, but it pulls you, makes you intensely curious about what lies beyond.
Those hidden layers. Think of them as maybe the sediment of your own life.
Sediment, like buildup.
Kind of. The experiences and emotions that have shaped you, perhaps without you even fully realizing it. And that beckoning light, it often represents a persistent hope, maybe?
Yeah.
A sense of something waiting to be discovered in the hidden parts of yourself. What's the nature of that pull you feel?
It's strong, a real desire to reach out, to, go through. But at the same time, there's this powerful resistance, a feeling deep inside that says, no, stop. It's a real battle of impulses.
That push and pull, yes. That yes, yearning against a no of caution. It's such a familiar dance, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all know it when facing the unknown within ourselves. This door, this threshold, it evokes both a wish for what might be and, well, a fear of what could be. It's a natural human hesitation, really.
Your hand moves towards it, hovering just above the handle. It feels strangely warm.
Warm.
Yeah, almost alive, which is inviting, but also a little unsettling. The space around the door feels both familiar, like you've been here before, and completely alien. The wallpaper is faded, the patterns seem to shift, and the shadows move even though there's no clear light source.
Right.
And you can hear faint sounds in the distance, whispers maybe, in the heavy quiet.
The familiar yet strange quality of the surroundings. It can mirror how our deepest desires, maybe our conflicts, can feel both intensely personal and yet somehow foreign. Foreign, yeah.
Foreign to our conscious awareness until we acknowledge them. That unsettling warmth of the handle might be the energy of something significant waiting to be touched, something that carries both allure and a hint of unease.
Looking back the way you came, the hallway seems warped, distorted,
Sedate.
and the feeling of arriving at this door is odd, like it was meant to happen, inevitable, even though you can't quite remember how you got there.
That sense of destiny, almost, of being drawn to this point without conscious intention, it suggests that your inner journey has been guiding you.
Guiding me.
Whether it's a gentle nudge from your curiosity or maybe a stronger pull from deeper urges, standing before this door feels like an encounter that was always on your path.
Now, the door seems bigger somehow, more imposing, and you can feel a faint pulsing, almost like a heartbeat matching your own. The tension is building, a real sense of pressure for something to give.
Right.
You can't help but wonder what will happen if it does. Will it be a relief, or will it just open up more questions? The door echoing your heartbeat. It really underscores how intimately connected this image is to your own life force, your inner rhythm.
Yeah, it feels very close.
And the mounting tension suggests an internal state reaching a point where it seeks release. And your question about answers or complications, often these inner thresholds don't offer simple solutions, do they?
No, probably not.
They offer deeper layers of understanding, which can feel like a new kind of complexity at first,
The light from underneath flickers and you catch glimpses of movement, like dancing shadows or figures shifting just out of sight. There's a sense of being called forward, but also a feeling of warning, a sense that these movements are unpredictable.
Shadows are, well, they're the inhabitants of our unconscious landscape, aren't they? The
Yeah.
aspects of ourselves that haven't yet been fully seen.
Right.
Their dance and shift suggest a hidden activity, a fluid interplay of feelings and thoughts that exist just beyond the edge of your awareness. They're both inviting you to explore and hinting at the potential for change, maybe even challenge.
Your fingers brush against the cool metal of the handle.
Ah, the touch.
Your breath catches,
Yeah.
and everything seems to slow down. The decision to turn it or not feels incredibly weighty.
That touch of cool metal can bring a sudden clarity, can't it? A grounding sensation in this dreamlike space.
Yeah, it does.
The slowing of time often happens when we stand at the precipice of a significant internal shift, as if our inner world demands a more deliberate engagement. And the choice. It's the quintessential human moment, facing the threshold of the unknown.
And then you hear it. A whisper so soft you almost doubt you heard it at all.
A whisper.
But it resonates deep within, a voice that feels intimately familiar, stirring echoes of forgotten moments.
That whisper is the subtle language of your deepest self, I think, communicating not with logic, but with feeling and intuition.
Mm-hmm.
The resonance and the sense of forgotten memories suggest that this door holds a connection to parts of your past that are still alive within you, still influencing your present.
It brings back a faint sense of being a child again, that feeling of wanting to explore something forbidden.
Yeah.
And hearing a repeated no from the grown-ups.
The link to childhood is so powerful. Those early experiences of boundaries and the desire to venture beyond them, they often shape our adult relationship with the unknown and with our own inner impulses.
Yeah.
That internalized no can become a very strong, often unconscious barrier, can't it?
And it feels like those desires, those impulses that were told no, didn't disappear. They just went underground,
Exactly.
creating hidden parts of yourself, maybe even stories you told yourself to make sense of it all.
Precisely. The psyche has ways of protecting itself, of adapting to restrictions. But those unexpressed parts don't vanish. They often go into the shadows, influencing your thoughts and behaviors in ways you might not consciously understand.
This door now feels like it represents all the choices you've faced, all the paths you've considered, the ones taken, the ones missed, the ones deliberately avoided. It's like a history of your own boundaries.
This recognition of a pattern, this sense of a lifelong negotiation with thresholds, is a significant insight. Really significant.
Do you think so?
It suggests that this current moment isn't isolated, you see. It's part of an ongoing story of how you engage with opportunities and limitations in your life.
You start to wonder what could be on the other side. Maybe a memory tucked away from childhood, hiding in a dark closet, hearing muffled voices. Or perhaps a longing, a quiet desire that's been buried for so long, you almost forgot it was there.
Both memory and desire are such potent forces in our inner world. A hidden childhood memory can hold the key to understanding present-day emotions, definitely.
Right.
While a submerged desire can be a powerful motivator, even when it's not fully acknowledged. These are the kinds of truths we often find waiting behind such symbolic doors.
You think about the fear that kept you from saying yes, at times the worry about what others would think.
Yeah.
The fear of not being accepted, the anxiety about what might happen if you actually got what you wanted.
These are fundamental human anxieties, aren't they? They often fuel our resistance to stepping outside our comfort zones and embracing our true desires. The fear of judgment, the uncertainty of the outcome they can be they can be powerful forces holding us back.
It's like dreams use these kinds of images, these metaphors, to sort of disguise what we really want.
Yes, exactly.
And this door feels like one of those metaphors. It offers a sense of safety, sure, but it also keeps things contained, maybe even trapped.
The symbolic language of dreams is indeed a way our unconscious speaks to us, often using images that have multiple layers of meaning. This door, as you perceive it, embodies that duality, the need for security and the potential for confinement. What feels orderly on the surface may be holding a deeper unrest.
You recall moments when you felt truly stuck in expectations, in relationships, in paths that didn't quite fit. Each of those moments feels like standing before a similar door and choosing not to open it.
Those unventured paths, those doors left unopened, they can create a sense of stagnation, can't they? While the choice to avoid them might have felt protective at the time, it often leaves a residue of what might have been, a sense of potential unfulfilled.
And then the thought comes. Maybe happiness isn't a place you arrive at, but more like one of these doorways.
Interesting, go on.
like a fleeting moment of passing through, a process of moving from one state to another.
That's a beautiful way to see it. Fulfillment is often found not in a static destination, but in the continuous journey of exploring and engaging with life, with ourselves. It's the act of moving through those thresholds, of embracing change, that often brings a sense of aliveness.
Life starts to feel like a journey through different inner spaces, some bright and welcoming, others dark and unsettling.
Yes.
But even those darker spaces, you realize, probably hold important lessons.
The metaphor of inner rooms is a powerful one. Each space within us holds different aspects of our experience, our personality. The rooms we instinctively avoid, they often contain the very insights needed for growth and deeper understanding.
Right, the ones you don't want to go into.
Exactly. Exploring them, even with apprehension, can lead to greater wholeness.
The realization dawns that the door itself isn't the barrier. It's the fear, the hesitation inside. It's the conflict between what you long for and what you believe you deserve.
You've touched upon a fundamental truth there. Often the external obstacles we perceive are reflections of our own internal limitations. The door becomes a mirror, showing us our own doubts, anxieties, and ingrained beliefs. The tension you feel is the internal struggle itself.
And suddenly the familiarity of the door makes sense. It feels so deeply familiar because it represents this ongoing dance with boundaries that you've been engaged in your whole life.
Exactly. The resonance you feel with this image comes from its embodiment of those deep-seated recurring patterns within you, those internal conflicts and yearnings that have been present in various forms for a long time.
The question now echoes within. What is it you truly want?
The core question.
Not what you think you should want or what others expect, but what truly stirs in those quiet moments, what whispers in the secret language of your heart.
This is the essential inquiry, isn't it? The one that cuts through the layers of external influence and societal conditioning to the core of your authentic self. Connecting with those unadulterated desires is the first step towards living a more genuine life.
As that question settles, the handle does feel warmer, and the light beneath the door seems to glow brighter, as if responding to the intensity of that inner questioning.
These subtle shifts in sensation can be interpreted as your unconscious beginning to awaken, maybe. To respond to the focused attention you are now directing inward, it's a sign that the inner landscape is becoming more receptive to your conscious exploration.
The shadows behind the light seem to be taking on shapes, almost recognizable, like fragments of something waiting to be understood, to be given form and meaning.
These fleeting forms represent emerging insights, I think. Unconscious thoughts and feelings that are beginning to coalesce. They require your conscious awareness to fully develop, to be integrated into your understanding of yourself.
The weight of the decision feels personal, solitary. Opening this door, or choosing not to, is ultimately something only you can do, a reclaiming of your own power.
Precisely. The journey of self-discovery is a deeply individual one. The choice to confront your inner world, to step through these symbolic thresholds, is an act of courage and self-empowerment. It's taking ownership of your own narrative.
Even the thought of not opening it today feels different now. Less like avoidance, and more like planting a seed of contemplation for the future.
That's a very insightful perspective. Even conscious acknowledgement without immediate action can initiate a process of change. The seed of awareness has been sown, and, well, it will germinate in its own time.
And then, almost without you intending it, the handle seems to turn, just a fraction.
Oh, that involuntary movement. It suggests that your unconscious has begun to act, perhaps even before your conscious mind fully commits. It's a gentle nudge, a sign that the process is underway.
The door opens, not to another room as expected, but to a mirror. And in that mirror, you see a younger version of yourself, softer, with wide, curious eyes.
The appearance of the younger self is often a powerful symbol, representing aspects of your being that may have been lost or forgotten or perhaps even wounded over time, the innocent, more open parts of your nature.
This younger reflection smiles, not exactly with recognition, but with a deeper kind of knowing, and it creates a profound shift within you.
That smile, bypassing the need for conscious recognition and touching something deeper within your heart, it can represent a moment of profound connection with your core self, maybe a release of some long-held inner tension or conflict.
But then the surface of the mirror ripples, and the reflection begins to distort, dissolving into abstract colors and swirling shapes.
This fluidity of the reflection symbolizes the ever-changing nature of identity, perhaps. The understanding that who you are is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic process of becoming. It suggests that rigid ideas of self are ultimately illusions,
There's a sensation of floating, weightless, in a space that feels outside of time, neither fully awake nor fully dreaming.
This liminal space, this in-between state, it's often seen as a realm of pure potentiality, where the boundaries of the ordinary world soften and transformation can occur more readily.
Fragments of memories drift by, like leads on a current, a childhood staircase, sunlight on a window, a moment of rejection, a feeling of deep longing, each carrying its own distinct emotional tone.
These drifting fragments are the raw material of your experience, aren't they? The unconscious mind sorting and presenting key moments and their associated feelings, allowing them to surface without judgment.
The air around you feels lighter, and there's a sense of release, as if a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying has been lifted.
This emotional release signifies a shift in your internal landscape, definitely. A shedding of some of the burdens that have been holding you back, allowing for greater ease and maybe a renewed sense of self.
From a distance, a faint melody arises, vibrational and soft, not demanding attention, but simply calling.
That subtle melody is often interpreted as the voice of your intuition, your inner wisdom, communicating not through the clarity of thought, but through the gentle resonance of feeling. It's an invitation to listen more deeply.
The clear lines that usually define things begin to blur the difference between yourself and others, between what's inside and what's outside.
This blurring highlights the interconnectedness of all things, doesn't it? The fluidity of our perceptions and the often permeable boundaries we construct around ourselves. It speaks to a deeper unity, perhaps.
The door no longer feels like a barrier, but more like a bridge connecting different parts of yourself, knowing and feeling, memory and imagination. The person you were, the person you are, and the person you might become.
You've beautifully captured the integrating function of this symbolic image. Its ability to connect seemingly disparate aspects of your experience and create a more cohesive understanding of yourself.
The sense of movement ceases, and the faint melody fades into the silence.
This stillness and silence suggest a moment of integration, maybe. A pause where some inner alignment has occurred, even if it's not yet fully understood by the conscious mind.
The door now seems smaller, less intimidating, almost mirroring a newfound sense of inner strength and courage.
This shift in perception indicates a growth in self-efficacy, a feeling of being more capable of facing your inner world with less fear and more acceptance. That's significant.
The steady glow beneath the door, which once felt mysterious, now offers a sense of comfort and reassurance.
That inner light, once perhaps a source of uncertainty, now represents a source of inner guidance and solace, maybe. A steady presence within.
Touching the handle again brings no hesitation, only a quiet sense of knowing.
This lack of resistance signifies a deeper acceptance and understanding of your own inner landscape, I think. A willingness to engage with it without fear.
The focus shifts. It's less about needing to act immediately, and more about simply feeling the experience.
Yes.
These inner landscapes, these dreams, they're meant to be felt, not just analyzed or solved.
Embracing the process of feeling, of allowing these inner experiences to resonate is absolutely key. Self-discovery is an ongoing journey of emotional exploration, not really a task to be completed.
The silence returns, but it's different now. It's filled with echoes, whispers, and questions that don't necessarily need answers. It feels rich with potential.
The silence is no longer empty, but pregnant with meaning, acknowledging the inherent mystery of the unconscious and the profound wisdom that can reside in uncertainty.
The glow beneath the door continues, a soft and steady presence, always there, always waiting. This journey we've taken feels like an echo, maybe. A ripple spreading outward, carrying seeds of understanding towards greater awareness and a deeper sense of presence, where some of the most profound truths reside beyond the reach of words.
It reminds us that the inner world is always communicating with us, doesn't it? Even in the stillness. Paying attention to its subtle language can lead to profound self-knowledge.
What a landscape we've explored together. It's really a testament to the power of inner imagery and feeling. It's clear this wasn't about, deciphering a code.
No.
But about allowing ourselves to be moved by the language of our deepest selves. The door and the mirror we encountered, they're within each of us, and the insights they offered are personal, unfolding, and deeply our own.
Indeed. This dreamlike journey highlights the extraordinary capacity of our unconscious mind to communicate profound truths through symbols and emotions. Carry these feelings with you, these questions that have arisen. They hold a wisdom that will continue to reveal itself.
And with that lingering sense of the inner landscape, that waiting glow, we bring this exploration to a close.